So what connects the air you breathe, your DNA, and get this, the world's most infamous poison? It sounds like a riddle, right? But the answer is actually a single column on the periodic table. And today, we're going to unpack it. All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving deep, really deep, into Group 15. And let me tell you, this chemical family, it has some of the most dramatic and, honestly, diverse personalities you'll ever come across in science. So here's the game plan for today. First, we're going to meet the Pictogens and find out what makes them tick. Then we'll take a trip right down their column and watch this incredible metallic shift. After that, we'll look at where these elements pop up in the real world, and we'll finish up with the big takeaway from their whole story. Sound good? Okay, let's dive right in. Time to meet our cast of characters. They're known as a group as the Pnictogens, and believe me, they are a fascinating bunch. And here they are. You've got nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, and bismuth. Just 5 elements, stacked one on top of the other in the periodic table, but each one has a completely unique story to tell. So that name, Pnictogen, kind of weird, right? Well, it actually comes from the Greek word pneigin, which means to choke or to stifle. Yeah, a little dramatic, I know, but it's all because of the head of the family, nitrogen. See, in its pure form, nitrogen gas can't support life. It would literally choke you. Okay, so they have a slightly intimidating family name, but what really ties these elements together? To figure that out, we have to look deeper, right down to what's happening in their atomic shells. And here it is. This is the big family secret. Every single one of them, nitrogen, phosphorus, all the way down, has exactly 5 electrons in its outermost shell. 5. That one number dictates everything about how they behave. And having those 5 electrons, that's the whole key. It gives them this incredible chemical flexibility. They can gain electrons, they can lose them, they can share them. They're not picky. And it's that versatility that lets them form this massive range of compounds. I mean, we're talking about everything from the very molecules that build life itself to, some of the deadliest poisons out there. Okay, and this is where their story gets really, really interesting. Because even though they all have that same electron count, as you travel down the column in Group 15, you see this complete transformation. It's like watching one type of matter morph into another right before your eyes. Seriously, just look at this progression. We start at the top with nitrogen and phosphorus, your classic nonmetals. Then you get to the middle, to arsenic and antimony. These are the metalloids, the elements that are kind of on the fence, They can't quite decide if they're a metal or not. But by the time you reach the bottom, bam, bismuth is a full-fledged, honest-to-goodness metal. I mean, this comparison says it all, doesn't it? At the very top, you have nitrogen, an invisible, colorless gas that you're breathing right now. And at the very bottom, you have bismuth, a dense, heavy, solid metal. It is so hard to believe they're even related, but those 5 valence electrons, they don't lie. They're family. All right, so we've talked about their properties, their family secrets, but where do we actually find these guys in the real world? Let's take a look at them in action, and we'll see everything from the absolutely essential to the totally infamous. Okay, get ready for this number. 78%. 78. That's how much of the air you are breathing right this second is nitrogen. But it's not just floating around. It's a powerhouse. It's the key ingredient in fertilizers that literally feed the world. And it's in the proteins and amino acids that build your body from the ground up. Then we have phosphorus. And let's be super clear about this. You just cannot have life as we know it without phosphorus. No way. It's the backbone of your DNA and RNA. It's crucial for ATP. That's the molecule that acts like the energy currency for your cells. Oh, and it's also what gives your bones and teeth their structure. It's not just important, it is absolutely fundamental. And of course, we have to talk about arsenic. This is the villain of the story, right? For centuries, it was known as the king of poisons. And its whole nasty trick is that it gets inside our cells and just wreaks havoc on all the essential processes that keep us alive. But then, just when you think this whole group is full of drama and danger, you get down to the bottom of the column and meet bismuth. And here's the twist. This heavy metal is surprisingly non-toxic. In fact, it's the active ingredient in stuff like Pepto-Bismol that you take to soothe your stomach. How crazy is that? From a legendary poison to a common remedy, all in the same family. Okay, so after that whirlwind tour, what's the big idea here? What's the main thing we should take away from the story of Group 15? It's really this simple. The periodic table isn't just some boring chart you had to memorize in school. It's a map. It's a map full of stories. An element's address on that map tells you everything: its family history, its personality, even its potential. And Group 15? Well, it's a perfect example of a wild family saga. And it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? I mean, if just one column can pack in this much drama, we're talking the air we breathe, the energy of life, legendary poisons and surprise medicines, what other incredible stories are hiding in plain sight across the rest of the periodic table?